From LEX 18, your official UK sports station for Big Blue Nation, this is BBN Tonight, presented by UK Federal Credit Union.
I'd like to first start by acknowledging and just reiterating our support and prayers for the people in Eastern Kentucky and throughout the state and all the people that are affected. Certainly there's people still recovering in Western Kentucky as well, and to just try to help in any way we can.
We owe a huge thank you to you, Big Blue Nation, for helping us raise over $3.1 million for the Kentucky Flood Relief Telethon last night.
All of that money is going directly to the Kentucky Red Cross for Eastern Kentucky and their immediate needs. And you can still give. Just go to lex18.com/KY Flood Relief for more information. Welcome to BBN Tonight. I'm Anna Tarullo.
And I'm Keith Farmer. And tonight we're talking UK Football Media Day. And that's it. We've combed through around 8 hours of footage to pick our very favorite stuff from this afternoon's media session.
The team practiced bright and early this morning under the lights at 7 a.m. And Mark Stoops says it was the best first practice of fall camp he's had throughout his 10 years in Lexington. That's tonight's Big Blue Story presented by CHI St. Joseph Health.
Now, there were some rule changes this year that allowed the team to meet more with the coaches and get a little extra work in this summer, whether that was in the film room or player-led 7-on-7 drills. And that extra time helped the team be ready to go when the first real practice finally rolled around this morning.
Just much cleaner, both sides of the ball, executing, knowing what to do. There were some slight rule changes that allowed us to spend more time with them, so we should be a little further along. So take that with a grain of salt. But, there is growth in the program and there's strong leadership, and they've worked hard this summer. And I think just overall execution. Obviously, we have a quarterback coming back and other quarterbacks that have taken quality reps in practice this summer. And just with exchanges, formations, snap count, pre-snap penalties, all that, it was just much cleaner than normal.
That's what we like to hear from the head coach, especially with Kentucky dealing with so much turnover at the skill positions like wide receiver.
That's right. Will Levis is having to build new rapport with a totally new starting receiver unit. A little concern from fans, but Mark Stoops wasted no time today answering that question.
Of course, at the wide receiver position, everybody's, worried about that. But I really feel good. I really do. I feel with Dane and DeMarcus and Tavion, they give us the right amount of experience and playmaking ability. Obviously, Dane being very young, but being here in the spring, picks things up very quickly. Tavion having very good experience, and I feel like DeMarcus is going to take another step. But then you look at the other guys, and you got Christian Lewis, I feel really good. You got DeKel coming back at full strength. Barrion showed up today already. And, of course, Chauncey's really, really strong.
Stoops also talked about the freshman speedsters. Jordan Anthony, who is the fastest kid in the United States. He skipped this week's Under-20 World Championship track to attend fall camp. Brandon White is another name that keeps being mentioned for having blazing speed. A lot of fast guys in that room.
And if you aren't concerned about the wide receivers, let's talk about the other pass-catching group, Vince Marrow's tight ends. That's probably the deepest position group on the team, and it could be the most talented as well.
Well, Vince is always calling for that. It's the only play suggestions he ever makes. So he's doing that. But no, Rich likes it, likes being multiple, so it's a tight end friendly offense, that's for sure. So they should get some action.
I don't want to overhype anything, but I am very, very excited about that tight end room. I mean, it's hard to imagine having a better one. You don't have the luxury of carrying 6 tight ends in the NFL. And I really believe that there's 3 or 4 or 5 in that room that are going to play on Sunday.
Wow. So between Marrow and Scangarello, it feels pretty certain that the tight end targets are coming along pretty nicely.
Yeah, and it's not just people in Lexington who feel good about Kentucky's quarterback. Will Levis has been maybe the most debated quarterback in the early NFL draft media cycle,
with several analysts projecting him as a first-round pick, actually. Now, you might worry about him getting a little too big for his britches, but that is not the Levis style. Instead, he's found a way to use that as motivation.
It's what part of what his greatness will be and is. He's very mature. He's very well thought out in his decision making, and he just has the makeup of what you expect the great ones to have. And I think that he's level-headed and he's got the right mindset, and he's all ball right now, and that's exciting for all of us.
Staying focused on taking the next step is what's most important for Levis and the success of the Kentucky football program. And this coaching staff doesn't seem to have any doubt that Levis is the man for the job.
Like any quarterback, the game slows down the more you play. And at some point last year, I think the Iowa last drive is something I'd really point to. Will made some great plays that under duress and pressure situations where I don't think early in the year he would have pulled them off. Whereas in Tennessee, he had opportunity kind of, and it was tougher. That comes from playing. And that's why guys succeed at the next level. The guys that bank a lot of starts are usually the better players. And I think that that's where will ascend. You see guys like Joe Burrow and historically guys that have gone through that are very talented like guys like Will. And we're hoping for that same kind of ascension.
Right, let's talk defense now, because last year the secondary had a couple of rough outings, and coming out of spring practice, there were really more questions than answers about what that last line of defense is going to look like this year.
Yeah, Tyrell Asian, he came back for a final season at safety. That helps, but at corner, a lot of pressure is being put on Carrington Valentine to make a leap in development during his junior season.
We need him to continue to elevate. You know, we were just in there watching film after our early morning practice this morning, and, you know, just some of the things you see him working on day one. You know, he took a lot of good coaching. He's got a lot more confidence. He's playing a lot more patience just in day one. But he certainly would be a guy that should take that next step. We have a lot of confidence in him. I love his attitude. He works hard, he cares, and is working extremely hard. So one day at a time, he'll continue to get better.
Kentucky has also secured some additions this summer in four-year starter from Ole Miss, Kedron Smith, Jordan Robinson from Livingstone College, and Zion Childress from Texas State.
Thanks to Kentucky's super seniors, the linebacking core is as deep of a group as we've seen at Kentucky. DeAndre Square, Jacquez Jones, and Jordan Wright have played a lot of football, and the team will really lean on them as mentors on the field. But for the defense to be great, it's the mentee. That's J.J. Weaver, who needs to turn into a game wrecker for Brad White.
He's playing fast. He's communicating out there. I mean, he's a guy that's very much in control, you know, of his position right now. And that's a great thing to see, because even when he was playing at a really high level there in 2020, right before the injury, he didn't have the command of the position that he has now. So now you put that athleticism together with the command of the position, a focus and an understanding of, hey, this could be a big opportunity, a big year for me, and you know, we'll expect big things from him. And I am not gonna shy away, and he will not shy away from understanding that we need him to take that next step and be a guy. Like, he has got to be a difference maker for us on defense.
Loved a lot of stuff that Brad White had to say today, but boy, that linebacking core is key, because that gives the secondary a chance early in the season to really find its footing. I think it's going to help out a lot. All right, next up, we're going to hear from who else? Well, the players themselves. We're going to start on offense.
That's right. Here from Will Levis, the running back room, and the Big Blue Wall right after the break.